Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Slaterade back with another stream. Welcome. We're gonna be tuned into the showcase here. I'm gonna pull it up in just a second. It's about to get started in a couple of minutes. Got home from work just a few minutes later than I expected. So let's get this going here. Alright, cool. Here we go. What up, Nugget? Alright, here we go. Here we go, people.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Joe Blackburn.
Like many of you, I've been playing games as long as I can remember. They're a core part of what makes me who I am. I believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning into halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon. But most importantly, they'd bring their friends and their family into this world, and together meet new faces on this adventure who would become lifelong companions. Now, together, we approach the final shape.
Finale.
We're about to embark on the last expedition of Destiny's first saga. So let's be clear about the stakes.
Okay.
In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler. The journey will be
We're going
difficult,
inside the Traveler.
and what awaits
Let's
you on the
go.
other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity we have ever faced. There will be no open betas. There aren't going to be any guides on the internet telling you how to handle what's to come. Whether you've been with us from the beginning, joined us somewhere along the road, or looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world. A vacuum-sealed experience.
We are going inside the
begging for
Traveler.
you to be the first person
Joe has
to peel
confirmed
open.
it.
So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
Excellent. I hope the season that drops today is good too. Okay. What are we looking for here? Oh,
After all these years, we never talked about it. Why I brought you back.
yeah, why did you bring us back, Ghost? What's up with that?
Why you were chosen.
Those some raggedy looking guardians. We're all whites. Dead. Bring him back, Ghost.
The truth is, I didn't know then.
Okay. No
It was
play
just
testing, that's right.
A feeling.
Got a horde. Ooh. Oh.
But I know now.
Yo, Ghost was ready for the res.
After all we've seen,
It's like, I got you, brother.
all we've lost. This fight might
gonna be somebody's last.
So I'm asking you one last time to rise.
I'm not gonna lie, man. This thing looks pretty dope. It says pre-order. What's the pre-order bonus? What exotic are we getting?
This is a momentous time in Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
The final shape
Excellent.
is the conclusion to that
Her English
journey.
is getting
This
better.
is a moment in
I remember a
gaming that
couple
as
years ago
developer,
you couldn't
just don't
even
get very
understand her.
often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
Oh yeah.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be,
How
it
long
had to
till
be
final
a lot
shape?
of different things. It needs
It'll
to
be
pay off
confirmed
this
here at the
epic
end.
confrontation with the
I
witness
think
that
it's
we've
gonna be
been setting up for
February,
years.
into
It has to
February.
bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like
Maybe
makes
March.
you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
When we were resurrected by Ghost at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
I don't know, Haxers. They cut a lot of
When we
content
first
from
start the
Lightfall
final shape,
to
we
Fun
are
and Final
finally
Shape,
able to
so
go through the portal
I
that
don't
the
know, we
Witness
might have a
opened
pretty
in the
beefy
Traveler at the end
expansion.
of Lightfall.
Inside is the Pale Heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
The Witness has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it. The Pale Heart of the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this
Lightfall was kinda
frozen
mid.
perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
If we're going to defeat the Witness, it's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together and be brave in the face of Oblivion.
In the final shape, we're going to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala, Ikora, our Ghost, get to reconnect with Cade 6. So, like, while there's this great conflict
Everybody's roasting the
and
pronouns.
everything going on
Oh,
around us,
Jesus.
the stakes of just unimaginable heights, it's still at the end a story told around campfires by a bunch of companions who have been fighting
Fire Ranger
together
moment? Yep,
for
yep.
hundreds of years.
Show us some new stuff.
In the final shape, we're going through the portal that the Witness has opened up to confront it and stop
Who's
the
this
final
dude?
shape. Inside the Traveler
An
is this
average show in
infinite,
here.
vast, unknowable, and we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
The Pale Heart is weird. It's a little strange, it makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, and it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
The Witness entered well ahead of any Guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
This is the Traveler recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
One of the most memorable locales from Destiny's past is the D1 Tower. It's really
D1
a
Tower's in
love
there?
from the Destiny team. The final shape means
Yo.
so much to everyone who's building it, and I think players are really
Destiny
going
1
to be able to
Tower
see that.
is in the Traveler.
The Pale
That's
Heart is
crazy.
our very first linear destination that we've ever done.
Looks like
I
a
would
new
love it if
machine gun.
players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety
Maybe.
and
It's a
feel
scout.
it escalate in
I don't know.
danger, in surrealness,
Looks hefty.
because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see things that are more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
The
Witness
weirdest
monolith.
things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together.
Well,
Just wrong.
wrong.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny as a Guardian. You feel alone. You feel like you are not the force to be reckoned with that you have been.
Is that Zavala's head?
You're not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person jumping from these massive pieces to massive pieces.
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the Witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the Subjugators.
Subjugators.
Subjugators are
Like
the
mini
new
rolls.
unit you're going to be facing in the final shape.
Yo, what?
They have an enhanced power set.
No.
They're performing stasis powers and strand powers.
They're
to
gonna
face the
freeze and
Guardian,
suspend you,
in
man.
support
Hell
of all
no.
the other enemies you're fighting too.
Hell
They bring
no.
something entirely new to the battlefield, which is kind of this element of control.
They're
Yo,
back
he
there
got double
hanging away
killed.
with stasis abilities, throwing crystals at you, freezing you in
New
place,
pistol, new sidearm.
tangling you up.
New sidearm, let's go. Mini rocks,
We're
that's right.
focusing you on the campaign and only the campaign. It's the most important thing in the universe at that moment. You have to stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
The
Cade.
campaign is
Cade
just the
coming
start
back.
of the Pale Heart. After you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign,
Excuse
we
me.
open up the entire destination, and so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
Interesting.
The campaign in the final shape doesn't really end with the final mission. The raids are where you defeat like the big bosses. So it's only natural that when you are going to confront the Witness, you're going to do that in the raid. But
Okay, take
that
on the
might not
Witness
be
in the
enough.
raid.
This is a moment where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to overcome the final shape and the Witness.
In the final shape, we are inside the Traveler, very close to this energy. This allows us to have new supers, arc.
Yeah, we're
solar,
inside the
void.
Traveler, guys.
We want to create something that turns you into an offensive powerhouse, but also can benefit your allies in a support.
everyone's
capacity.
got
There
pronouns.
is this thread of
Are you allowed to
team
work at
play
Bungie and, like,
working
not
with your
use,
friends to overcome the odds.
Like, pronouns?
The Warlock Super
Crazy.
is this ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar
Okay,
Warlock Super
okay.
is a callback to Radiance from D1.
Other than
Okay.
Golden Gun, this is the
So
only
Fred's
other
coming back?
first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's like all of these projectiles going off, doubling the amount of projectiles. Your grenade almost being sentient as it searches around, and then it hits a character and bounces off and goes to another one. And you're so overflowing with this energy that you are also giving it to your allies, allowing them to have their solar weapons supercharged, applying Scorch when they're
Yo,
shooting.
that's gonna be
The new
OP
Solar
in
Warlock aspect.
PvP.
When I cast my Rift, it is going to create this little solar soul that when it sees an enemy, it launches part of itself out and hits the enemy and explodes and scorches them.
It just feels very alive.
Okay. It's like Solar Arc Soul.
Twilight Arsenal. It's a layered super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game. The Titan jumps up into the air, summons this giant void axe, throws it, summons another one, throws it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it.
And when these axes
All
fly through the
right.
air, they stick into the ground, or an enemy do their void gravity thing where they suck a bunch of energy and enemies in and then explode. But that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe sticks around, and you and your allies can go and pick up that axe and start wailing on enemies with it.
This super is insane to me.
The void
That
Titan
is
aspect. I
nuts,
press
dude.
and hold my grenade button to consume my grenade and turn it into the shield. The more damage it takes, the more it charges up, and then I can release that, and it creates this blast that deals massive damage.
Yo.
The Hunter
What?
Arc Super.
Arc is all about finding the shortest distance between 2 points. The hunter kind of rears back, takes this knife and throws it across the world, and then is able to blink to its position, do the slash that just decimates anyone nearby.
One really great thing about that is not just you do it once, but you're able to do it 3 times, along with devastating attacks each time you do it.
The hunter has an aspect.
You can
to
do
it.
that
We take
3
our staff, we
times?
twirl
You
it
got
in the air,
3
which propels us
charges?
upward.
Oh,
it creates
no.
this burst, which amplifies you and any allies near
Oh
you.
no.
It almost makes it
Dude,
feel
that's
like you're
in
playing a
PvP.
fighting game, right? Like these combos that you're chaining together to do these different moves. It like takes that sandbox to the next level.
The more aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It feels like you're like riding the lightning, you know? Like that instantaneous, like
That was good, but I think it's more like, you know?
I like it, I like it.
Weapons team has been working on all sorts of goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're always playing with stuff that we think is like really interesting or taking
Oh, boy.
inspiration. We have Tessellation, which is this exotic pyramid fusion rifle. It has the really intriguing property of adapting your Guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand or entirely
What's that?
stasis loadout.
It's a linear?
Tessellation has the additional property that you can special reload to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon, and then fire out a super destructive single projectile. It's a really special weapon.
What's the one specific exotic that I can make that's like really zany that you would like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What if you could harness the might of the Traveler? You know, we had a moment where we saw that Traveler Beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went, I kind of want that. You're like, that is incredibly dope.
So we've got this opportunity to bring back these iconic Destiny 1 weapons,
Let's
but
go.
really turn it into something that feels unique in Destiny 2.
We have to bring Kvastov into the fold.
Kvastov.
Red Death exotic pulse rifle.
Red Death.
Dragon's Breath.
Dragon's Breath,
Burn the
Red
world,
Death,
burn it all.
please. Please give me the Red Death.
In the final shape, we have new weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what existing weapons can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the special ammo sidearms. This fires tiny, slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard, do a bit of AoE damage.
Oh,
They have
no.
a mixture of regular weapons.
You just
and
did behind a
launcher
wall.
stats. We're
It's
also
gonna be
doing a
broken in
new support
PvP.
weapon subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies. I'm really excited to bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
What? You say you can kill
Weapons team
enemies,
is
you can
always
heal
coming
your
up with new ideas.
teammates.
We've got a ton of new cool stuff coming over the next few years, and some new and really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
That is crazy.
Come on, take a load off. You've got a lot to cover.
Cade, here he is.
This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so. I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want to hug? Get your rock off my map. Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't. Well, better get back to it.
Sweeper bot, man. Dude.
in this moment where we're driving to the end of the Light and Darkness saga, it's great to see Cade like return to this world at this moment with all this change about to culminate with this confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cade is the quintessential
Oh,
hunter.
chill, this dude's
His
hair.
presence cast such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cade goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the
Yeah, how'd he
story had
come
to
back?
end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga that didn't have Cade here alongside his friends to finish the job.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart, I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cade is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth. It felt amazing to
Yo, I
just
hope
see
they
him
don't
slip
bring
back in the
Cade
role,
back
like,
just to
without
kill him
missing a
off
beat.
again, man.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group, that I think is going to be great for them.
Comedy, comedic effect.
At least we have each other.
Comedic
We
relief.
want
There
people
we
to
go.
take away that sense of reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now. Wherever the hell here is.
I don't think he can leave that dimension. Yeah, I don't know.
Guardian.
We'll see.
The Witness poses a dire threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek. But only if we contend with her sister, Zivu Araf. It rests with me. Will you come back from this?
Yeah, let's resurrect Savathun. That'll be good. Does Eris mourn Savathun now?
You now wield hive magic and have entwined it with your
Oh
light.
my lord.
Assault the Spire, Guardian.
Assault
and
the
open
Spire.
the way to our tides.
Okay. Alright. Be like a grenade launcher.
Let them know fear. The death of whispers. And they do whisper. Fight in my name, Guardian. Every opponent you defeat strengthens me. My appetite rises for your brutal tributes. Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
We should hide.
You have sounded the horn of battle. You are deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
Greatest death I can bestow. This is Season of the Witch, August 22nd to November 28th, people.
Season of the Witch is our opportunity as players. We've been annihilating and breaking Hive spells, and now we finally get to cast them.
At the end of Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find Imaru, her ghost. Imaru's like, not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first. And that bigger problem's name is Zivu Araf. If we fight her, she only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good.
It's a wild ass idea, yeah.
What is it?
She determines, like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We want to extend that magical fantasy into the player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers. It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your buildcraft meta and with buffs and the activities.
They can then choose these cards
Interesting.
at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leans into the build
That's a lot of
crafting.
cards.
You actually are getting cards that you can then use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I am such a
It's
sucker for
interesting.
deck building. Like being able to like bring that element into Destiny gameplay has just been like, oh, chef's
Yeah,
kiss.
oh,
It's really
super
fun.
Chef's kiss. We can't fight her, so we got
So we've got
romance.
two brand new seasonal activities coming with Season of the Witch. We've got Altars of Summoning and Savathun's Spire.
Savathun's Spire is our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
Random
The Witch's
encounters.
Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, it was like
Okay.
her reliquary for all these different magical experiments as she was learning the light. You're there in order to
interesting.
learn as much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun.
I'm gonna be casting
The Altar of
spells
Summonings activity is
everywhere,
really
dude.
exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a 3-player
2
experience
hours.
that you can hop in and hop out of. As you're going through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
All right, I like it.
We really wanted to make sure that
It's
there
not
was a
salvage,
home
thank
for
goodness.
any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year
Thank
has
goodness
passed.
it's
And
not
so we
salvage.
developed what we're calling the exotic mission rotator.
Right away, we're getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some of the content that the fans and players of Destiny love the most. The most exciting thing, outside of just the missions themselves, is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable. With Season of the Witch, we have a brand new Vex lo-fi PvP map coming. It's really exciting. It's got a bunch of really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we focused the combat a little bit more. With the new Vex network map,
Okay.
we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with. And a
Good,
lot of the flow of the
excellent.
map
Opposite
is actually built
disjunction.
around this like kind of central pillar of the Vex
Opposite
network that
disjunction,
you're
let's
orienting
go.
around.
And
Like
there's
it.
also some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just one like the Scorch game mode from the past. So we've got the shield coming from Vaulted Glass, we've got the spear back from Season of the Risen.
And we got the scythe from Season of the Haunted.
Yeah, so you're gonna be reaping Guardians with that thing. It's a lot more tactical gameplay. It's all about running around the map, claiming these relic dispensers, and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
I will take
I don't know if
what
I'm gonna
I
play that
need.
game mode.
The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty Hivey
Okay.
this season. Obviously, there's something in the air. And so when thinking about like what's a good raid reprisal that would really suit this very Hivey season, there's only one answer.
Crota. He's back.
What the Hive call a god.
Crota's in returns. What was that auto rifle called? Abyss Defiant or something? I think I just saw that.
Only a true
Necrochasm, there it is.
stop his wrath.
I guess you can't stay on the window ledge anymore because they're all up in Crota's face. September 1st. You can earn that ring, people. United we rise.
Heading into the final shape, we really want to rally all Guardians at the end of the Light and Darkness saga. We want to reduce those power barriers as well as catch people up on key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting with other players.
LFG experience?
In the final shape, we're trying to find ways to make power more simple and easy to understand and also lowering the barrier to entry.
It's going to make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into the game easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like Nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fire Team Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level. The person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring all the others close to their power level, which means that there's no barriers really for any other Guardian to join you in this high-level content.
Okay. Combined with Fire Team Finder, it also allows you to find strangers, people you've never played with before, and have that same experience. That's all regardless of the power level of you and the rest of the people in your fire team.
Fire Team Finder is the new feature that's coming in Season 23, aimed at helping connect and find other people to complete the best and most aspirational content in Destiny.
Cool.
We
I
have
like it.
a tag system that allows players to be able to say, well, this is my playstyle. I'm really chill. I'm anti-sweat. I'm just really here to have a good day.
Anti-sweat. You look like an anti-sweat.
Tags really allows players to show a little bit more personality.
She's
show
never
a little
played
bit more about
PvP
what
in
they're
her
about.
life.
I think what's really great about it is with this launch, we're also looking at including inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully the inclusion tags will bring players closer to finding their community and even closer to the people that they're playing with. So once a listing goes live, players will be put into a listing lobby where players can gather, they can communicate with each other. So we wanted to make it as convenient and as easy as possible for players to not just sit and stare at a screen for a long time while their listing actually fills up.
As a gamer who's
Sit
typically
and stare
more
at
solo,
Eververse
I'm
for a long
especially
time
excited
instead.
about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection. The feature coming out today that I'm incredibly excited about is Timeline Reflections. Essentially what we have done is we went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats within our story. We're going to have a mission for Forsaken, mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
A really big one that's really timely for Final Shape is Cade's last stand from Forsaken. This is a moment that a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right time to introduce features that are going to allow those players to jump right in and find people to play with and enjoy this content regardless of their power level.
Okay.
We're reaching the end of this 10-year journey. What comes next?
The episodes.
What comes next?
And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes. And so the first 3 episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. It's coming right after the Final Shape.
Okay.
And the theme for the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the final shape. I think what's really the
So no
cornerstone
seasons.
of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these anchors for us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions coming around the core. There'll be new story moments in every single one of these acts. We're actually providing more cinematic styled experiences throughout the final shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get to innovate the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes and fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of storytelling. Episodes provides this awesome foundation for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the next stage of Destiny 2. I think some people look at the final shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal. Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
Okay. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about it.
What makes a guardian a guardian? Devotion, bravery, sacrifice.
Oh man, Cade's awesome, dude.
We know that we were chosen for a reason. By something greater than ourselves.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
Shaped by the fires of each new battle, we are forged and sharpened into what we must become for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
All of us. Every Titan. Every Warlock. Every Hunter.
What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice. Sacrifice leads to death.
The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Let's cross it together.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome. Trust me.
You've heard the stories of the Traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity.
Now the race is its end.
This time, there is no escape.
Really hoping they throw some more PvP news in here.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians.
There we go,
we
Joe
get to
Blackburn.
make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014.
A promise?
There was classic rock blasting, fire team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike
Go
anything
inside the
we've ever built
Traveler.
before.
Oh,
We'll face the
no.
biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians, with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch, with a
Season
new
of the Witch,
story,
baby.
new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End is going to join the ranks of our aspirational content. I can't wait to see you all in the Throne World as we learn more about the final shape and how we can stop it.
Do not be afraid. Bring me your tithes.
The rails are good.
After all these years, all we've lost, this fight might be our last. So I'm asking you to rise one last time.
I remember our ghost was a little wussy. Oh man, this guy was such a wuss back in the day. Like, oh, I don't know if we want to go against him, Guardian. Like, oh man.
When we create a
Collector's edition.
we
Okay.
try and recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game. So this year we're doing a Destiny 1 tower. We really try to work hard at thinking about 10 years of Destiny and how best to encapsulate that experience.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since from day one, like I think having it be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog your journey of a player from when you first started playing
That's
Destiny
pretty cool.
all the way to now. The tower,
It's a little
it's kind of like
small,
the beacon in which
but-
you're a place you can call home.
You get the tower, and then there are actual figures of the Vanguard mentors that accompany that architectural model.
There's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's going to be some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope, and so we've been playing a lot with magnetic locks and sound effects, lights, just sort of make this experience as a whole really special. It's sort of the perfect symbol of Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
Final Shape pre-order now. So what weapon do you get again? You get a, was that Strand Linear exotic? Or I think you can switch between Strand and Stasis. Showcase post show starting now. It should be in the game, the pre-order, when it goes live. When here in about 18 minutes, we'll check out then. Probably go ahead and pre-order it because that's just what I do. It's the post show. What are we talking about in the post show? You gonna see Joe Blackburn, no mustache? Starting soon. Okay, when's it starting? I said, what is Stasis? The final scam. Oh no. Oh no, dude. Yeah, this chat's wild. All these people are like, Destiny 2, the final scam. Oh, that's actually funny, dude. But, that's funny. Wow. Yeah, this dude's falling asleep over here. You see him? You see this man? He's standing up, falling asleep. Look at him. Yo, look at this Hey, right here. This dude's been falling asleep. Oh no. Feels like I gotta move my legs, something, man. I'm dozing. Oh man. Speaking of dozing, I didn't sleep last night, so I'm pretty tired. Went to work, knocked it out. Now here we are. We'll be playing this new seasonal content for probably about 6 hours, something like that. Final scam. Everybody's spamming the chat. Oh no, that's wild. We have almost 100,000 people watching just the main Destiny live stream right here. That's pretty cool. More vault space, agreed. Yes, please. Yeah, where are we starting this? Because these people look bored as crap, dude. You got this dude falling asleep. You got these people who are like, I don't know what to do. Dude, this guy's comedy. This guy's awesome. Oh man. Alright, well, it's 12:45. Let's see. While we're waiting here. Excuse me. Let's go. Marathon. Not Bungie. Help. Just give me Bungie, damn it. Bungie.net, please. Please. Where is it? Why is this all Twitter? Oh, is it doing something? No. Oh, okay, we give them 40 seconds. We got 40 seconds, guys. 40 seconds. Destiny 2. Final Shape. So let's pre-order it or what? Oh, there's nothing here. There's nothing here yet. They're probably gonna update it once this whole showcase is done, I'm assuming. Try reloading it. Yeah, so it'll probably populate once
Hello, Guardians. Welcome to the post-show
ton of
stream.
music.
My name is Taylor Liz. I am a Destiny 2 player and content creator. I'm excited to be
Liz?
here
That's
live
your
at
first
Bungie.
name?
We're gonna have 2 segments for you
That's
today.
2 names.
A little later in the show, I'll be playing through the brand new Season of the Witch content with my good friend Pika Peach. Right now, let's
Pika
sit down with
Peach.
Bungie developers to talk more about
We
what we
got
just
Taylor
saw
Liz
and
and
what's
Pika
next for the
Peach.
future of Destiny 2. Pika, over to you.
Thank you so
That's
much,
Pika
Taylor.
Peach.
My name is Pika, and I'm also a content creator and Destiny 2 fan.
excellent.
You can often find Taylor and I playing together in some sort
I
of
don't know
challenge
who you are.
game. I'm beyond honored to be sitting down with everyone here today. So let's do
I think
some
they
more
had a
introductions.
maze last time, right?
Thank you,
He was
Pika.
the
It's great to
streamer they
have you
brought in.
here. Hi, my name is Cosmo. I'm the lead community
Cosmo?
role here at Bungie, and my role is supporting our amazing community team and all the great work they do, helping prepare weekly check-ins and sending info out to our players. I'm going to be teaming up with Pika today, and we're going to be asking some of these guys some questions
Come on now.
and go over some of the
There you
things
go
that we didn't get to cover in the showcase. So,
Yeah, every time this dude says, you gotta take a drink.
Thanks.
You gotta
I'm
take
Dan
a shot.
McAuliffe. I'm the general manager for Destiny 2. And that mostly means
Oh,
that I
this guy
get to
too.
support all the amazing talent that makes this game. So thanks for sitting down with us today.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it.
I'm Joe. I'm the game
Joe,
director on Destiny
minus
2.
the
And actually,
mustache.
while Taylor and Liz were doing the intro, I was hiding behind a pillar for the last 10 seconds. So y'all can like roll back the VOD and see if I did a good
That
job.
was Joe. You weren't hiding, bro.
Awesome. So let's get into some questions. As a player, what are you guys most hyped about
He's the
regarding
dude that was
Final
falling
Shape and
asleep.
beyond? Anything specific you can call out?
For me, I'm really excited about the story. I mean, this is going to be like the epic conclusion to the Light and Darkness saga. Like, players are finally going to get to go into the Traveler, confront the Witness. Like, the stakes have never been higher. I'm
Going
just
into
really
the
excited to
Traveler,
get to watch
finally.
everybody play it out as soon as they can.
Oh,
Can we
man.
make it live right now?
I don't think
No. I tried. Anyway, what about you, Dan?
Oh, for me, I mean, it's a lot about the supers, right? Like, I just think we have this ability with these supers coming out to shift the meta in a really exciting way. And like, I just haven't played through them and got some hands on them. Sorry, like no spoilers, but like I think they're going to play in all parts of the game. So I think you're going to see these in the campaign, obviously, but you're going to see these in PvP, and they really feel like that sort of pinnacle achievement of our Guardian's journey in a lot of ways. So just really excited to see the final product.
Yeah, for me, I guess it's maybe surprising. It's the weapons. And I know, like,
Shock.
yeah, we make a lot of weapons on Destiny 2, right? And so why are we excited about the weapons this time? I think the team sort of really looked and said, what's core to Destiny, right? Like, what's really important? And we said, hey, like, Destiny's at its best when you're getting a bunch of new weapons, and those weapons are so exciting that they are making it onto your character right away. They're like changing the way you play. So this is not
I agree.
just exotics, right? It's not just like, I think it was alluded to, like, what if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle? Pretty cool sniper rifle. I think it's also, we talked about these new, weapon subtypes. And so what's a support auto rifle? We've made guns that heal before. We've made exotics that do it. Well, if we do it in a legendary, what needs to be different about it so we can make this thing that feels as useful to a fire team as someone bringing Galahorn, that feels as useful as someone, bringing Divinity, right? And we know that's the bar that we have to hit. So we're looking at a bunch of different things and saying, okay, we're gonna make these guns and we're gonna make them matter, right? We're gonna go out and you're gonna get awesome stuff on, the Pale Heart. I think we showed a little bit of it. There's like these sweet, they look like a deck of cards. If you go back and watch the footage, and there's a bunch of awesome stuff coming in the weapons. And so I think we're really just trying to hit that core, like, hey, we're a loot game, right? Like, the loot should be awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, me too. So speaking of
You
the Pale
too.
Heart,
You
the
too
reveal, it was said in the reveal that the Pale Heart destination is the first linear destination ever done. So can you talk us through why it was decided to make it more linear destination?
All right, linear.
And
like,
what it means,
Yeah. So
the math lesson now?
Yeah, not sure how many folks have been in algebra recently, but if you're like me and need a little refresher, linear
Please.
line, right?
Walk
Like
me
that's
through
what
it.
we're saying here. So a classic Destiny destination, we think of it as a loop, right? There are these big public areas. They're all connected in a circle. And then from those areas, there's little offshoots. There are little alleyways that you can go to. And that just didn't make sense for going inside the Traveler. One, because the Traveler is huge. When we talk about the Pale Heart, we're saying, like, hey, what if you were an alien, you landed on Earth, and the only part of Earth you saw was like a parking lot in Montana.
Oh.
And you were like, oh, this place is huge, right? Like, and so we're like, okay, so we're gonna show you a really small slice of what is inside the Traveler.
Oh, man.
And then we said, it needs to feel like you're going somewhere important. It's a vast, unknowable place. Okay, well, on one end, we've got the portal.
Right.
And on the other end, we've got the Witness that's built this giant monolith. And so every single area that we've built is built in a consecutive line from one to the other. So you travel through these things and you can look back at once were. And if you need to go to the next part, you're not going into these offshoots that dead end. You are going to where you need to be going. It's really focused on, hey, you've got a job to do here.
So it's like tracking your journey.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Okay, cool. Well, that sounds insane. So, super different.
That's what we go for.
During the showcase, it was also mentioned that completing the campaign would unlock the full destination, and that it almost like reacts as we progress. Is that kind of what you're hinting at, or can you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah, so
Why
I
does she
think
have so many
two things we
cards?
want
Do you see
people
how many
really to
cards
avoid
she
thinking
has?
when they think about. One, this is a bit different in the way that you experience the Pale Heart right away. So normally, You might land on the throne world and you do a mission, and then you're out with your sparrow exploring the throne world, doing the missions if you want to. Day one of the final shape, you got a job to do, right?
Okay.
And so it is mission, right? And you just go through and you say, hey, we've got to stay focused on this thing. When you get to the end of that day one experience, everyone can sort of like collectively take a breath, collect themselves, and then you just this realization, like, oh, we're like inside the Traveler, right? Like we should probably go see what that's about. And so the whole
Inside the
destination
Traveler.
unlocks for you. And there's a lot of things that are different about the Pale Heart than our other destinations. I think we're gonna save some of those juicy tidbits for what's different about this destination and how it sort of compares to what we've done in the past. But yeah, it's a pretty different experience than even what you might expect in somewhere like the Dreaming City.
And for real, like we do want to save some of these juicy tidbits, not just because it's fun, but because like, I mean, the Traveler's just been this inscrutable godlike sphere that people have wanted to know more about for so long. And like, this is their opportunity to experience some of that mystery. And I'm excited to see how that plays out.
Well, it's alive, right? So what can you really expect?
Yeah, I think we talked about this. We showed a little bit.
It's live, and we're going
section that you're
inside of
in.
it.
It's shaped off of who's there, right? And so who's been there?
So cool.
The witness, right? The witness
messing stuff up.
Yeah, chilling right there. We're trying to knock on the door. We don't know how to get inside, and we're gonna make it eventually. And so it's got this both really unique aspect to it, and a bunch of the geo looks like stuff that you've never seen before. A bunch of these places feel like, this heaven on one side, hell maybe in the middle, crazy destiny surrealness at the end, and then there are these accents of like, God, I'm at like a crazy heavenly beach, and you see this giant ghost carved into a mountain, or you see the D1 tower erecting out of this. And so, we're really excited to sort of give people
The
this like
D1
distilled
tower
Destiny
is
experience.
erect
Still feels
inside
really new.
of the Traveler. And we're gonna see
So
it.
Dan, we've got feedback from players who wanted to learn more about the origins of the Witness and the Veil during the Lightfall campaign, rather than wait until like later on in the seasons. So players have big narrative expectations for the final shape. How are we taking this feedback and making this the epic conclusion that this first saga deserves?
Oh yeah, no, I mean this is the sort of fun of the challenge for this, right? Because the Light and Darkness saga has been such a focal through line for really most of Destiny's existence, right? Like it is this epic story. Joe was just talking about, some of that sort of culmination of experience inside the Pale Heart. And so this is a spot where we have to really land that culmination in a satisfying way, right? Like there's a confrontation that's been happening. There's a story that's been being told. This part of the Destiny world, we have to end really well, and the players deserve that, and the story deserves that. And so there's some things we're doing to account for that. But in addition, we have to set up the next set of stories. We're going to talk probably more about episodes in a bit, but like starting after the final shape with the new episodes framework that we're rolling out, we're going to tell all different stories, and we'll learn more about the world of Destiny moving forward. So that's the unique challenge that we are taking very seriously. And to accommodate that, we've done more, I think, on the narrative side of the fence than we've even done in the past. More significant writers' rooms. We've brought in more folks from even other parts of the studio to really kind of consult on this and make sure that, all of our fans who probably know the Destiny lore better than I do are getting the pieces and answers to the questions that they want answered, unless we want to save some of those questions for the future stories that we're going to tell. There's more to it that you and the team have been doing as well, if you want to talk to that.
Yeah, probably to steal a little bit from Cosmos and Pika's questions and give them the note card shuffle here in a minute. I think one of the things that we knew that was going to be challenging about this is, hey, we're telling the climax of the story. We know that, hey, when you get in the final shape, in those first moments, we want you to feel like, okay, Bungie delivered on this promise, delivered on this promise of becoming legend, delivered on really putting a bow on the Traveler and Pyramid story. The thing that was also important for us is like, okay, you're gonna like confront the Witness, like the biggest bad in Destiny. Okay, we think you have to confront the Witness in the raid, right? Like a version of Destiny's chronological history where like the Witness was tough. not quite as tough as Valkaor, right? Like, it's probably not a thing that our players are going to be super happy about. Not a thing I'm going to be happy about. And so, what we really think is this day one experience is sort of like the penultimate episode, or the right before the season finale of your favorite TV show, and it really sets the stage for, hey, this is exactly what's going on in the world of Destiny. The stakes have never been higher. You go through a pretty epic journey, and then we say, okay, now we have to have this raid beat. And so it's sort of a reverse Taken King. If some of our people remember that moment in the Taken King, we delivered a thing where, hey, day one, for 80% of our players, they're like, I dealt with
regular
Oryx.
edition's
And then
50 bucks.
for like 20%, there was this other thing that they could go do, have another experience with Oryx.
Right.
And so for this one, we say, hey, we want everyone to go really set up what's happening in the final shape. And then for everyone, right, and we're not going to get into that, right? You should all wait for the raid, right? Like, and we're going to like help make sure everyone is brought along for the end of this journey. I think it takes a lot of our learnings from both really classic experiences like Crota and Oryx and sort of infuses them with what we've been doing with things like Savathûn and Callus, and like taking all that lessons and saying, okay, I think we can do this the right way.
Yeah, and also just for something like this, when you complete the circle of this story that we've been telling, we want to make sure that we're paying homage to the things of the past, and we're talking through just so many of the things that have made this story what it is, but also telling it in a way where if you're coming into the final shape as your first experience, you can enjoy the mission, you can enjoy the campaign, you can understand what is happening.
Right.
But there's just a lot more if you have almost decades worth of Destiny play knowledge that you can look at.
So it kind of sounds like that means I have to play the raid to get the full story?
No. Now, while we're really excited about something like Fireteam Finder coming in and making it easier for anyone to get into the raid and experience those beats, yeah, I think the different part from our strategy sort of as in the past was we said, hey, there's something more for those who raid. There is a piece of the story, right, that is told in the raid. There's a piece that's essential. But it is definitely not going to be a moment where only raiders get to see the end of Light and Darkness Saga. Right.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So we carefully skirt around 1,000 plot points here.
So we showed a glimpse of the new enemy, the Subjugators. Are they going to be as terrifying as the Tormentors? Like, what sets them apart from previous enemies?
Yeah, we were running through some questions yesterday just like this. Spoiler alert, we do practice a little bit. Like, we do think about this. And I got in trouble because I said several obscenities last time I did this. So I'm not going to do that today on stream.
Who scolded you?
It could have been anyone. No, it could have been anyone that scolded me.
Okay.
And so I've been playing a lot of Final Shape recently, probably surprising to no one. Subjugators are very different than Tormentors. Tormentors are sort of like this Kool-Aid man that busts through the wall and is like saying, all right, look at me, right? Oh, okay. And Subjugators for us, they come out in these moments when you feel like you have a battlefield full of enemies, and then you hear the pyramid screech sound.
There's a sound.
And a Subjugator beams in, and it's like the ultimate sort of battlefield tactician. Right? And they're doing things like giving everyone around it little pyramid buddies. Like, you've been shot in PvP with an Arc Soul. Like, imagine 10 taken Scions, and suddenly a Subjugator says, what if you all had little pyramid buddies? And you're like, oh, thanks, Subjugator, right? And so there's still these moments where you're like, you might want to just hold on to your super. You might want to hold on to some heavy ammo when you're playing through the campaign, just in case this busts through. I think one other thing that we've really learned from both Tormentors and Light Hive is sort of building these sort of like captain-y units, right? These things that feel scary. And we're very careful in both Witch Queen and in Lightfall to make sure, hey, we don't want to overuse these. We don't want this to become a thing where you get a bounty and it's like, kill 20 Light Hive. Like, oh, wow, they're just everywhere. And I think we're striking an even better balance now that we have a path palette of these captains where it feels like, hey, I'm getting these like really meaty sandbox experiences.
Meaty sandbox
and we know how to sort of engage them in both the destination and the strike and the mission. So I'm really happy with a bunch of the learning the team has been taking as we continue to make these things.
Oh, totally. Yeah, my super basic take from having played it is that like,
version,
and I didn't know how this was going to play out
but I
until I
can't
experienced it. Joe described it really
pre-order
well, but it's what I want from these units
Other
as a
version?
player is I want that moment of and
Why?
insert
Why does it
obscenity
say
here, so Cosmo doesn't
NA?
yell at me. But like. And the Subjugator absolutely delivers that in the same way that I felt from the Tormentor, and the same way I definitely felt the first time I saw the Light Hive. But it's just, to Joe's point, it's a very different way, right? Like it is, when it comes out, like I'm just as terrified and worried for myself and my fire team, but for different reasons.
Right.
And with different tactics, and you have
check
to
it out.
approach them a very different way.
back on
So I
it,
think it feels very good to me, at least as a player.
Why am I already nervous?
Because whatever he just described, what you were picturing, is probably lighter than what's actually going to happen.
Oh,
like,
great.
Pyramid Buddies are Arc Souls, and you can,
Yeah.
to say.
I'm picturing some, okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. Okay, so Dan, this is for you. Your favorite, or everyone's, not yours, everyone's favorite hunter, Cade Six, is seemingly back from the dead. Can we get a little bit of the story on that?
I mean, I'll happily take this one because I love talking about Cade Six. I mean, here's the reality. We've been talking about this all coming full circle, and Joe was talking about the campaign as mission. You have a mission. There's a thing that has to happen, and like both as players and developers, it was just hard to picture finishing this fight without Cade Six, right? And so. So we brought Cade Six back, and you're gonna get less details than you want, but but Cade Six is back for this fight, and it was super important to us as you go through to have Cade Six, Zavala, Ikora, on comms talking through, and I think the most critical part of that is it's Cade Six with Nathan Fillion, and I don't know about everybody else, but like Joe and I were talking about this yesterday, and I think Joe said it really well, which is like when you're playing through the builds as you're going through. And the moment Nathan's line started actually coming through, recorded, man, it just hits different, right? Like it just changes the dynamic for me as far as like what I feel about what's going through, the sort of complexities of the story. But the part that's important, I think, to know is that like this is Cade. Like Cade is back. Cade is with you on this journey. He is your guide through the Pale Heart.
Yeah.
And there's other stuff that we're not going to talk about just yet because I want players to experience it. But yeah, anything more you want to add there? It's exciting.
No, we'll probably say this a few times. You're like, what's the final shape? How are we going to do this? What's really important? We really wanted to make sure that this experience felt like the most distilled version of Destiny. Like it's Destiny dialed up to 11. It is the like Destiny extract that if you were baking with, you only need a few drops. Like this is very potent. And for us, we knew, hey, we've been planning this narrative roadmap out for a long time. We were like, okay, we know we need to make the best of this moment that we have with Cade here.
Sign back in, and
but
then
I think
the
it was
update should
really,
be there.
again, as the VO starts to come in, and you're in these missions. Well, that's like Cade Six talking to me. And even I wouldn't say everyone's favorite hunter. I mean, Eris Morn might have something to say about that. But yeah, it really starts to be like, okay, yeah, this is that distilled Destiny experience.
Yeah. I'm not picturing Destiny extract on the Bungie store. I don't know what it's for,
I think
but
you got something here, actually. You could bottle this.
Yeah. I'm sure what it smells like.
Good point.
I don't even want to speculate.
Yeah, just stop.
So we've been talking about Final Shape. Let's talk about episodes. We've seen some feedback from the players. The season model has gotten a bit predictable at times, and we just saw in the showcase our content cadence is getting refreshed with this episode model. Can you talk us through what episodes are and how they're going to be different than seasons?
Sure, yeah. So, I mean, let's start with sort of what episodes are at their core, right? I think the easiest way to think about episodes is the natural evolution of the seasonal model. Because the seasonal model's done a lot of great things for Destiny. I think we've run seasons for the better part of 3 years at this point, and it has allowed us to deliver really quality experiences at a 3-month, very fast cadence, really move the story forward. I think we've told some great stories, introduced some
Fast
new activities,
cadence.
new mechanics,
You
really moved
drip
everything
feed
forward.
it to us, man.
The problem is, and if we're being honest with ourselves, and I'm going to be honest with ourselves, we really bias towards consistency to do that, right? Like we wanted to deliver it quality, we wanted to deliver it on time, all the time to the player, but that made the experience somewhat repetitive. like almost sort of by design in a certain way, which is now, I think, stretched out to the end of its like utility. So episodes change up the framework and change up the delivery cadence. So there are 3 episodes a year. The first one will start alongside the final shape, and parts of it will start a little bit after. We can touch on that in a sec. But these 3 episodes are split into 3 acts each. And this means 2 things, really. One, that now what you're really looking at is 9 beats a year that are 6 weeks apart. And each of these beats gives us an opportunity to materially change the state of the game, materially move the meta forward, introduce new story, introduce new weapons, new perks, new activities. And it doesn't have to be so formulaic. So it allows us to do what I think Destiny does really well, which is get a little weird at times. It allows us to, like, throw some really bad baseball metaphors I'm not going to use, but like throw some curveballs into.
You just said you weren't going to use the baseball metaphor.
Okay, that's a good one. I can get really deep with this metaphor, and it's going to be interesting to about 4 people, so we're not going to do that. But like, it allows us to react more to, what else is going on in the game. It allows us to change up the way we look at content delivery in a way that I think is just strictly better for all of us who are players, right? Like these 6 weeks, the 6 weeks in between major beats, I think is a really good way for players to, play Destiny in where, within their own lifestyle, how it fits into the white space of their life. I think it allows us to introduce different things, to try some different things, like I said, make it weird, and really start to experiment in a couple of places because of not everything has to be there all at once, right at the top. So I think what episodes allows us to do is to not only continue telling stories in a new and pretty interesting way, but it also allows us to just really amp up the variety of the types of things that we can bring and when we can bring them into the game, which I think is just going to be a great experience.
Absolutely. What does that mean for the reward track?
Yeah, so one of the most interesting things that we're doing with episodes is probably how they start.
Okay.
So for us, again, we've talked a lot. It's like pretty important that when the final shape is happening, everyone in the universe is saying, you know what's important? This whole thing that's going on in the Traveler right now. We've got to stay really focused. So we wanted the episodes to be a reaction to what happens when the final shape resolves, right? And so this means both. We don't want to tell a competing story at the same time.
Okay.
And we want, hey, once the first episode kicks off, for it to be in the context of what happens in the final shape. So the majority of the narrative content, the activity content, really when the episode begins, happens that reset after the raid. However, right away, we know there are some systems that just need to be online. So the reward track, you're gonna be able to get Red Death, log into the game,
Red Death,
claim it from the
baby.
pass. I've been using it a lot in play tests. It's a solar weapon. Can I say that? So like a little
Well, you
bit
did,
like
so.
yeah. Someone from the weapons team was like,
Spoiler
oh, I
alert.
said it was a solar weapon. I think we're excited for that. And there's even a few stuff that you're going to be able to get weapon-wise from the episodes themselves. We have another sub-archetype that's going to be out there. We haven't talked about what sub-archetype that is, but we might see it in some. I think it's the kind of thing that people are going to be like, oh, I might bring this to the Raids World First race. And so we're excited for both having some of this content available right away, but keeping the meat of that narrative, keeping what's important for the story and the world of Destiny to say, no. It's going to take everyone's on the same page when this kicks off. If you are in episode 1, you're hearing those lines of dialogue, you're getting those story beats, everyone is saying, okay, we all just saw what happened, right? Like we were all there for that. And like, yeah, we were.
And nuts and bolts wise, so episodes, we're still going to run season passes alongside episodes. And so before, where it was a season pass specific to a season, now it's actually going to reset at every act. So you'll have 100 ranks for the first act of each episode, and then 50 additional will be added for each subsequent act. So 200 ranks throughout the course of an entire episode.
Wow.
And that length actually allows us to add some more stuff to it, right?
Yeah, I think we want to make sure that those additional ranks in Act 2 and Act 3 are really rewarding, and so we've both learned from our players, like, hey, we really value this. Can we get more of this? And so, like, great, we got that. And then we're also just going back to some old experiments. One of the things I'm really excited about is in the 30th anniversary, we tried this experiment. We're like, we're gonna give everybody a tiger helmet, right? And it's like silver and it glows. And I'm like, yeah. And Hunters, Titans were like, they can all wear it. I'm like, maybe we should do that again. Maybe that should be what's on the very end of the pass, where you, not only is there, you know, a unique armor set, but at the end you can be like, hey, and I was there, I did the whole thing right now. I got this awesome helmet and everyone wears the same thing. So we're excited to be taking a lot of learnings and pushing this and saying, okay, I think we've made a thing that players are gonna be able to sink their teeth into and feel rewarded from and be excited about.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having like a unique reward to an episode. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, you answered the question about 2 separate narratives, so we don't need that card anymore. Good. What about the artifacts, like the perks? Like, are players going to have a different experience there, or are they going to have like they're going to get the same kind of like day one, or?
Yeah. So day one, you're going to see something that looks exactly what you expect the artifact to look like, right? It's got the same amount of rows and columns. We've really been honing in on how to like make each artifact feel different. What's going to happen though is when Act 2 rolls around, some magic space appears at the top of the artifact and a whole nother row appears.
Nice.
And so this is not meaning you're going to get less in Act 1. You're going to get the same amount you're used to. But Act 2 brings another row. Whole new ways to modify the game. And Act 3, another on top of that. So we really want these acts to feel like, hey, it's not just that we're bringing new activity content in. It's not just that we're bringing new narrative content in. We are shaking up the meta. There's new rewards. There's new ways to play. There's new nightfalls in the rotation. Right? All of this is sort of what we're heading at. It's like, yeah, we love this idea of, you know, players finishing the final shape, an episode kicking off, and then just being a few weeks away from like, wait, Act 2 is like weeks away? And you're like, yeah, it's right around the corner. And then they're in Act 2 and they're like, oh, Act 3 is weeks away? Yeah. Like, how can we make sure that Destiny always feels like it's changing and evolving?
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds like it'll be like really refreshing more often. But can you tell us what happens after the first 3 episodes? What's next with Destiny 2?
Yeah.
So the episodes are our new storytelling framework. You're going to get less information than you want. But they allow us to really move the story forward in different ways. And so one of the things that we want to experiment with is, can we make some of these episodes more standalone stories? Do they have to all interconnect? Can you play them in specific orders, things like that? And so after the episode 3, the intention is to continue rolling episodes forward and keep telling different stories and take whatever learnings that we get from the first 3 episodes and start to evolve the framework.
Yeah, and I don't think Dan's gonna kill me here, but we'll see. So maybe keep the coffee cup out of his hand.
I'm waiting for a spit take.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people. Most of them are at home. I was gonna point to the other side of the office. Most of us work from home now. That are working on Destiny 2 and are going to still be working on Destiny 2 after the final shape. And so,
I'm not gonna kill you for that.
It is not just episodes. Like, we know there's a bunch of content and there's different ways that we can get that in the player's hands. And those folks still want to make that content, like the awesome stuff that we're sort of known for. And so, again, we'll be a little coy here today. But yeah, just to go back to what Robbie was saying, like, hey, we got some more tread on the tires here, and we're excited to show you where we're driving.
Yeah, and again, to what we were saying before, we think the episode model with the 3-act structure allows more like flexibility for us to make some of that cool content and make some different content. And I think the team is pretty excited about that too.
So episode 4. Maybe, who knows?
You know, you got to find out what happens in the first 3 episodes.
All right, so...
Here's the entire story. No.
All right, well, I cracked the code. What are some changes that are coming that will make it easier to get my friends in the game?
There's a ton. I mean, there's a ton. So we'll go through some specifics, but like finding ways to make it easier for people to group up and play together and improve that experience was a pretty big focus for the last 1.5 years and moving forward. I'm thinking with Joe on time because, you know, time's hard, especially in quarantine. But
we got Fireteam Finder coming in.
Time's hard.
Absolutely, yeah. But even before we get into the specifics, like Destiny's just better when you're playing with friends. It's better in groups. It's better with a fire team. And so being able to build that fire team and being able to play the best content is the sort of overarching goal for what we're trying to do.
All right, guys. I think that's. I think they're pretty much wrapping it up. I'm booting up Destiny now. We're gonna load it up. Hop into Season of the Witch. Check out this new fusion rifle that we got for pre-ordering the final shape. And I'm gonna take like a 3-minute break real quick. I'm gonna launch me to the tower, and then I gotta change my thumbnail out because we're no longer breaking down the showcase. We're jumping right into Season of the Witch, and we're in a queue anyway. So I'm gonna put the stream on a break for just a few minutes. Thanks for sticking around. Alright guys, I got the stream updated. Let me, I don't know what that was. Only the whole box. I think like right about here is where we had it. There we go. Oh. Yeah, it's probably good. Alright, cool. So we're just waiting on, we're just saying the server queue right now. Waiting to get on. Everybody's all hype after the showcase, or everybody's trying to get on at one time, so. I'm gonna use bathroom and just kind of stretch my legs a little bit. I'll leave it up right here. You guys can enjoy looking at an empty chair, and whenever server queue gets back up, I will be jumping into new content. Alright, here we go. Loadouts temporarily disabled. Oh no. Oh no. What happened to loadouts? That's not good. Maru. Interesting. Okay. I do not have anything PvE wise. So we're gonna just gonna chuck on some weapons here. Just chuck on some weapons. We're gonna do some arc resistance. Boom. Do I don't know what solar damage resistance. Okay. Okay. Can't use arc dexterity. Master the Spire. Okay, excellent. Just try and change my mods real quick. I don't think I'm running a special weapon actually. There we go. Just do it. Acolyte staff, okay. Got our artifact right away. Search the spire. Dude, why does the bounties look like this? What? Look at the quest tabs, dude. Next, dearest. Okay. 30th anniversary. Oh, it's energy. Okay. Alright. Just do overload hand cannon. Why not? Alright, here we go. Let's get it. Oh shit, let me. Where's that? There it is. Okay, here we go. This is interesting. Okay. Gotta get some special ammo. Oh, yep, special ammo finder. There we go. Going this way? Okay. Alright. Up and away. What if I don't shoot? No. Nice. Oh. Wait, you don't have to like reload it? That's wild, dude. No. There we go. I don't like this either. Facts.
She could entice us with a common goal, removing the threat of Ziggurat.
There. She knew the Vanguard had a little hive acolyte of their own. That's why she's opening up her spire. She thinks you've got what it takes.
Oh. Get her to the ghost. Yeah. Shatter the crystals, okay. What? Oh. Okay, with my fist, I guess. Boom.
Use that witch's staff to cast a little spell of your own.
Okay. Ow. Whoa.
Just up ahead. Only more than some lightless lackey's fancy eyes to see it.
Okay.
This is where the Witch Queen fell and you fled for your life. Remember that. We should focus.
That was a fluke. Our guardians got lucky.
Really? How many of your apostate ghosts have seen the Guardian's mercy?
Don't you threaten me.
I am not threatening you. I am telling you what the Guardian will do.
Oh, the banner. Alright, it holds 32. You don't have to reload it manually. What? This thing's nuts. Hello.
Where is this spire? You'll see. Start the ritual to bring down Savathun's illusion.
Boom. Shakalaka. I like this thing. Solar crystal. Okay, physically hold. Okay. And it's burning me the whole time. Wonderful. Alright, we're ready to move again. There we go. And wait, what? Oh my god, I done messed up. Okay, I know what I gotta do now. There we go. Where'd the air crystal go? Damn it. I brought the first crystal to the second crystal. That wasn't very smart of me. Alright, here we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Boom. Rapid fire, baby. Oh my god, that hurts. I'm not even off the map. No way. I just got choked. Alright. Dude, this thing is nuts. You can just fire it forever, dude. What do you do? Yeah, how do I pick it up? Fire the crystal. Okay, so you just have to punch each of them. Okay. There we go. I do them all? Yeah, I'm all right. Oh, there's a boss somewhere. Oh, yeah, I see it. Hold still, please. Thank you. Oh my gosh, alright. Look, PvE is not my strong suit, okay? I probably look like a weirdo playing this thing. Ritual, what? What am I doing? Whoa, okay. Look around, see if there's any ammo I can pick up. There we go, got some special there. You don't even, like, this grenade launcher doesn't have a reload function. It just refills itself from reserves. That's crazy. No reload required. That's gonna be, it's gonna be wild.
Whatever you face next will test that power to its limits.
You think your guardians are up to scratch?
What will we find inside the spire?
A way to take down her sister. That's all she told me. And that's all I'm telling you.
And she'll uphold
Thanks,
her
Amaru.
word. Give us the information we need.
I'll bring her back as soon as Evo's taken care of. Then you can ask her yourself.
Guardian, traverse the spire. We shall see what morsel of truth waits us.
Reach the spire. Oh, power weapon. Strain rocket launcher. Explosive light wellspring. Interesting. I'm gonna delete it though. Head rush. Oh, I forgot to look at the origin trait. Oh well, alright. Wait, was that it? That was it? Thought we were breaching the spire, man. Thought we were breaching the spire, man. Alright. Cool. Okay. I've got seasonal artifacts, so I guess I can turn these in now. bounties. Oh my goodness, so much XP. Dope. It's not a bad shader. I like that. Excuse me. What? Okay. Cycle. Rabbit. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Oh, actually, okay, so because I missed out on the origin trait, let's see if I can view it on here. So head rush, standing up after crouching for a short time, grants this weapon a brief period of improved handling and reload speed. Oh no, dude. If you teabag, you get a bonus. If you teabag, you get bonuses. That's crazy. That's wild, dude. Alright. Oh, hello, big boy. Honey. Ow. Nice. I'll let you guys do work, because I don't know what's going on. Is this a nightfall? Or a strike? I don't know what this is. I think it's the new activity. Does it have scoring in it? That's pretty nuts. Oh, that hurts. Keep trying to reload it. I'm just gonna rapid fire this thing. Oh my gosh. Look at the multi-kills. Oh my goodness. Look at the multi-kills. Alright, excellent. Good work. Oh, what the? Nope. Oh, it's kind of weak. Like against red bars? It's kind of weak, not gonna lie. Oh, boy. Okay, I want to get ammo, but never mind, I guess. Ain't no way you're buying the new DLC? I did. Bought the DLC plus the annual pass. So that's just what a good Destiny 2 content creator does. So, owned.
She left you some recordings. It ain't that deep.
Oh! Nobody saw that. Alright, here we go. Wait. What is that? Okay, so that's one of the cards that you can acquire and use right there. Okay. I got it. More expensive than most games. Yeah, I feel that. I gotcha. Everybody's, entitled to their own opinion on it. It's your money at the end of the day, so. What is Scorn? Oh, there's another one. What is that purple orb? Oh, don't touch the purple orb. Don't touch the purple orb. Oh no. Oh, that was crazy. Alright, yeah, don't touch the purple orb. I was curious. And that was a mistake. Oh. Oh, I almost touched it again. Cool. Alright. It's trying to suck me. Not having a heavier special. Those orbs, please. Oh, I am dead. Oh, I got you. I think anything pre-Lightfall should be free to all players, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's how it should be. Everything pre-Lightfall should be free to all players. I need some, like, ammo, people. There's a special brick, couple special bricks actually. Ah. Oh, almost off the map. Let's go. Yeah, this grenade launcher doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would.
Spire is alive with light. We have redirected the Witch Queen's spells and empowered it to some end. I am not
This one?
high runes manifest here.
Okay.
Discern their pattern and traverse the Witch Queen's labyrinth.
Oh. No. Oh my god. Any jump, anything that involves jumping, I just suck at. Okay. Alright, I gotcha.
It rests with me.
Okay. This one right here. Okay. Now where? Okay, I see, I see. You lead the way, I'm following you. Oh! Do 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 do. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a wizard. Oh. Test her thesis? Alright, hold up, hold up. Yep, that one. Oh no. Oh no.
We can't play the Hive God's games, and yet we must.
I didn't even move. No, I'm not on the right platform, man. Alright, after this activity, I go see if my wife is up. Okay. That's where I was. Ooh, is that a chest? Chesticle. Give it to me. Let's go. What we got? Ooh, hand cannon. No, it's going to the postmaster. Damn it. All those. Alright, I guess I'm ready. You're a wizard, Harry. They gave me orbs. Alright. I think this is the end part. I hope. Oh. Knockout, 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 knockout. I didn't mean to finish you, I'm sorry. Boom. Grab this orb. Rapid fire. Oh, that shrieker? No, okay. Alright, so you stand here. And what, you just stand here? You stand here and kill things? Like what? Ah, that burns. Okay. Now we can damage him again. Oh, there's multiple. Good thing I know which one is real. Oh my god, I'm weak. I'm dead. Please save me. Please save me. Did you save me? Shit, my bad. Oh my god, I'm so weak. I'm dead again. 2 of us are dead. Don't die, don't die. I'm up in 10. Just don't die. Just stay alive. Just stay alive. 3 seconds. I don't know what these are. Altars of summoning. Okay, so it's like, okay, it's like Blindwell. Playing the different tiers. Rapid fire, baby. Yeah. There he goes. Sweet.
What did we do? We have reconfigured the inner workings to Spire.
Loot.
To its embedded hypergene.
Loot. I've reaped my rewards. All my rewards are going to the Buzzmaster. I wasn't very prepared here. Alright, now the activity's complete.
This is dangerous. Meet with me, Guardian. I will prepare the ritual.
Excellent. She's gonna prepare the ritual. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna take me to the tower, and then we'll run some more stuff. I want to play a new PvP map, Vex Network one. Oh, there's something else. There's something. Cutscene.
She believes her logic absolute. I will grasp it and contravene its power. There is no other way. Will you come back from this?
No, probably not.
What I am has served
Hi, Eris.
and has served humanity.
Oh, all the worms there.
This is what Savathun wants. We serve our interests, not Savathun's.
She's outmaneuvered you again. You need me.
Need your silence.
Oh boy.
Don't be afraid. Bear witness to my sublimation.
We now hold the witch's stick.
I separate the true from the dead. I am the many-mouthed hunger. I am the knife-edged truth. I devour the free. I conspire with my vengeance. I will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
painful. All right. Excellent. Now can I go to the tower? I want to get some bounties, man. Oh, took a set helmet set. Chuck something in the bowl here. Let's go. Stick that in there. Stick that in there. We'll stick that in there. That should be alright. Alright, cool. Let's see the new stuff we got. Okay, ooh, reservoir. Heal clip. Okay, sounds interesting. Over here real quick. Look, we're in the helm again. Excellent. Contact Eris. Do I have to? Alright. Let's do it real quick. What the? Oh, I'm so confused. Okay. Anyways. It was 7 likes on the stream. Thank you guys so much. Right, Eris, where you at? Where you at, girl? Ugh. Jesus. Yeah, it's not Eris Morn. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. What is this then? Lectern of Divination. Quiet. Quiet. Anything else in this little room here? Whatever this is, ritual table. Sweets. Sniper. So I've gotten all the weapons now except for the scout. Okay, cool. Recovered Red War weapons? What does that mean? Hold on. Persuader. Man, you give me 2 of the same weapon. Come on now. Rapid hit opening shots. Yeah. I better bug again. Killing when I the storm. It's not bad. Why are these, like, it's already got different perks selected into it. It's kind of odd. It's a 140. Okay. That's everything that's in here. Do mission and go. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna see if my wife is up, and just give me a few minutes. Spoiler alert, she is not up yet. Alright. Exotic Rotator, Sim Aspire, Tithe Your Conquest, Master the Arcane Arts, Escape with your rewards. Dope. Let's hit the tower up. Excuse me. Hit up the tower. Gonna hit up the tower. Swap and Thresh. Boom. Heroic Order. Heal Clip. Reloading shortly after dealing a final blow grants cure to you and your nearby allies. It's actually really interesting. It's actually really interesting. Range Masterwork too. Might not be so bad. Nice. All right. Where's my pre-order bonus? Where is my pre-order bonus? Special deliveries, that might be it. Yep, this is it. Tessellation. Cool. Say special ammo. Adapts its damage type to match your subclass. Final blows grant grenade energy. We'll have to give this a try. That is for sure. Consume your grenade to load a large projectile that generates an elemental explosion. Excellent. Not feeling it. Grab the emblem here. It's a cool one. I can put trials stuff on it too. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Should be our catalyst. The extras. Okay. Bow, sword, weapon, why not? Infinity. Actually, yeah, arrowhead with ricochet rounds. Surplus and Adrenaline Junkie. If only it wasn't a reload masterwork, I'd probably be pretty decent. I'd probably pick that up if it wasn't a reload masterwork. Where do I get the callus for this? I'm assuming it comes out with the final shape. We'll get access to callus for it. Cool. Discord. High ground. Okay, that's a new one. Gain bonus damage when attacking targets from higher ground. Trying to think of like where that would be super useful. I could see it used on Eternity. I don't know. It could be interesting. Let's hold on to it in the vault or in the postmaster. Yeah. Fetch, pick out my bounties. Were there no like seasonal vendor bounties? I don't remember seeing any. Actually, I really like that shader. I definitely like that shader. Normal matches, we can probably do that. This is the new hand cannon. It's a 120 explosive payload, enlightened action, dealing damage, improves reload speed and handling. That's not bad. And then you get random rolls on this later on. Okay, it's not bad at all. I think, right? No. Okay, so that's okay. I understand now. I think the weapon for this season for comp is still the sniper rifle. Come on, that's not what I want. Comp. Yeah, Mercurial Reach. Yep. Cool. Yeah, the hiccups. Nice. That was not nearly as good as the Crucible one. Jesus, dude. Okay, so you can see the new weapon here this season for Crucible. It's called the Unending Tempest. Sustained fire increases accuracy and range. Okay. And it's like a Shayer's Wrath archetype. Okay. Hiccups have gotta go. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jesus. Monte Carlo. Oh, these hiccups, man. This guy's name is Destiny 3. Just run around. Oh. Wonderful. I see. Oh my god, these hiccups, dude. Terrible. These hiccups have gotta go, man. They hurt.
Guardian, Eris has detected a gravitic anomaly beneath the spire.
Gravitic anomaly? coming, I'm coming. Oh, what is this? Ingram. Oh, what a waste. Oh. Oh, he's a man. He's still confused. Boom. Going for him. Oh! I went through him, dude. Come on. What a waste of a super. Yeah, dude. Eat it. There we go. Cool.
You know why the boss is so much better at magic than you? It's because she's not afraid to make the tough choices. Listen.
I'd like to share my experiments with the Guardians one day, just as we share the light. But I know they won't approve of my methods. They love omelets, but hate breaking eggs. Maybe participating in my rituals will expand their provincial sense of morality.
Boom. I'm stuck. No. Nice. Oh, yeah. Dude. My super keeps going like through them. Come on, man. This thing does not do precision damage, by the way. I missed, of course. Let's go, there we go. So demanding.
Guardian, the value of the magic you unearthed here is undeniable. But watching you and Eris revel in violence, tithing with high rituals, it was disturbing.
It was this.
Your witch is gonna need a lot more ties before she's powerful enough to challenge Sivu. So go ahead, sport. Make a mess. Enjoy yourself. Welcome to the hive.
Welcome to the hive. To the helm. To the helm. Should be using this. Try to get the callus. Some work down the callus. Sweet. I can't wait for Red Death to come back, and it's gonna be the season pass weapon. Dude, it's gonna be so good. Love the Red Death. One of my favorite weapons in D1. It's making a return in the final shape. Cannot wait. Oh.
It's hard not to feel that this is my responsibility. While we in the tower gathered intel and debated over what action to take next, Eris threw herself into a dangerous ritual of her own purpose. She was audacious. And she was right. We had to accept Saladin's bargain. We must pursue the witness at any cost. I didn't imagine Eris in exchange. She remains herself. I recognize Eris when I look into her eyes. She wears her new form like a suit of armor, but she speaks of whispers calling to her from the deep, and I have no assurance she can resist them. You must embrace the hive rituals as she did. Offer your tithes so that she may gain the power she desires, and quickly. Commit yourself to her guardian. I believe it is in everyone's best interest to keep her metamorphosis as brief as possible.
Alright. Excellent. Deck of Whispers. Okay. Cool. Predicted team. Pre-order. So next season, which weapon would be a deep sight? Yeah. What? What? Hold up. That's crazy. We're gonna do this one, obviously. Sweet. Means we're already 2 into the pattern right there. What do we need? Is it 5 or 3 for that, for this one? I'll have to look in just a second. Alright, let's go to patterns, hand cannons. Okay, so it's 5. So I'm at 2 out of 5 for it right now. Dope. So there's no like bounties here. It's kind of weird. No like seasonal bounties. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I've got it. Interesting. What you doing? Nothing. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and mass work it, cause why not? Might as well. Boom. watching. We're exploring Neomuna. Yeah, no thanks. Change character. I'm going to Nessus. I gotta speak with Failsafe, and she's gonna give me a big XP boost. Yes, sir. I'm so tired.
That is very bad news. Please stop them.
How's this guy just sitting here, man? I think he's glitched. He's gotta be glitched, right? He's gotta be glitched out. That sucks, dude. Oh well. Thank you very much. Give me a little bit of an XP boost. Not a huge amount, but every little bit counts. I'll take it. I think this public event is glitched though. Yeah, so you still can't do any damage. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Oh god, it's a long charge time. I didn't see that. It's a 960. Oh, I didn't know that. Let's go into PvP. Let's do it. Rift. Oh. Why is Rift there, dude? Start out with a rumble. And do it. Run the hand cannon and we'll run the tessellation. Yay. Alright. Switch our mods. Hit strand. Strand targeting. I haven't gotten to the cheaper mods yet. That's unfortunate. Okay, we can do that one. Fastball. Strand. Alright, we should be good now. Let's get it. Oh, we got new map. Multiplex. Here we go. First time using a hand cannon in a very long time. Let's get it. Ooh. That's what came to apply. This is definitely interesting. What is the charge time? Feels like it's not even charging it. It's only 660? It should have fired. I'm terrible with hand cannons, man. I'm awful with them. Oh man. Unless it's the Crimson. Crimson's like a mini pulse rifle. Oh, he's one shot. Damn it. This map's definitely interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see how it plays in 6v6. I don't know if I'm a fan of it for Rumble. That guy's got heavy. In contact with your clan? Who? Why? Like, what? What an odd, like, message. APB phone. It's not us, bro. Oh, oh, oh my gosh. Damn it. Dude, I'm doing so bad. Using a fusion I've never used before and a hand cannon I've never used before. And in fact, I don't use hand cannons like ever. So this is a weird experience for me. No, he's one shot. How? So the guy that was in front of me before I turned around and took on that guy, the second guy, he left the game. That's why he was on my radar and then he wasn't. He left the game. So that's fun. Oh my god. I give up, man. I give up. Oh my gosh. I hate fusion rifles. I don't know how people use these things like to such great effect. I get destroyed by fusion rifles all the time. but I can't seem to figure out how to use them correctly. I don't know. Got it. Compact starts now. What the? I'm off the map. No. At least he didn't get the kill for it. Oh man. That was wild. Imagine this is a trials map. I don't know. Like it's definitely different, okay? This is different than like any other map we've had, like ever. It's very interesting. No, I almost got away. Oh my god, I didn't even know you. Okay. I thought it was like a wall, like a tall wall. A taller wall than it ended up being. Goodness gracious. I am terrible. With this particular loadout, I am awful, dude. He's still not dead? Not a golden gun. Don't want to die to the golden gun. Oh, kill the golden gun. Where's everybody? There's only 3 of us left in here. That's crazy, dude. Oh, catching up. Catching up, boys. Fortunately, with only 3 of us, like... Oh, let's go. Making the comeback. No! That did nothing to him. That did absolutely nothing to him. Wonderful. This fusion is not it, man. Fusion is not it. Stupid Juggernaut shield, dude. It's probably run Annius too. Guarantee it. Oh, 2 marchers, okay. That stupid ass Juggernaut shield on though. Weirdo. This is the longest match of Rumble I've ever played. We just can't find anybody, dude. Except for Mr. Juggernaut freak over here. Jesus. A weirdo. An absolute weirdo. Oh man. Alright, starting the season off right with a .93. Let's hop into a match of control, I guess. Yeah. Go into match of control, try out the hand cannon there. Probably run an auto with it. I'm not really a fan of anything 960 or above. It feels like it takes forever to charge up. Solar. Okay, let's stay arc then. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, so we'll keep the fusion on. Yeah, that'll work. Ooh. Altars of summoning. Makes sense. Roasted Lance. Damn it. I've got a fusion on? Oh my gosh. Alright, chuck an arc on real quick. That guy's weak. One of them's very weak. We're up against a clan here. P clan. Just under half. Going for heavy. We got people there AFK. I'd love to see it. They got heavy, so watch out for that. I feel like my teammates aren't playing. Oh, damn you. Oh my god. Again, if you have to freeze someone just to get a kill, you're not very skillful.
Zone A captured. You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours. Zone C lost. Keep the pressure on. Zone A lost. Zone C lost. 3 minutes. You're winning. Stay strong. Zone B lost. Power play. Get those zones back. You captured Zone A. You captured Zone C. You have advantage. Zone C lost. Zone B captured. You have zone advantage. Keep it up, and victory is yours. One minute. Won't be long now. Zone A lost. Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours. Zone B lost. 30 seconds remain. Finish them. Defeat comes for us all. You've got to hold those zones. Maybe next time, Guardian.